Yeah, Paul, 1-0 with Prescot. Is that a fair result in the end?
From their point of view, probably not. They've had a couple of chances in the second half. The one where they broke and they've ended up 1-on-1. It probably disappointed the lad Murphy's not got a good contact to put it past Scott. But it's a good point from our point of view, because we didn't play particularly well. I thought we started well. We got a good goal from a well worked move. But from then on we just took a back step and we allowed them to come into the game more. We were hurried when we went into the final third. We were hurried and we were loose with the ball, and that allowed them to grow into the game, and he did. And in the first half they scored, and it'd been coming. Not with loads of attempts on goal, but just more with how they were playing, and then we, there was a few words at half time, and then second half we came out and it turned into more of a battle and turned into more of a scrap, which I'm glad. We've come away with a point, because we weren't great, but a point sometimes is a good one, especially when you're not at your best.
Yeah. For the goal, I think it was Smith. He seemed to have a lot of space to get that cross in, and then he was able to head in from very close range. Was that the most disappointing aspect of that goal?
Yeah, I think it's a foul on Scott as well. But when you don't, when I think their centre half jumped on him, and then the other ones come round the back. But as I say, the goal was coming. So whatever way it came about, but I just felt we took a step back when they started pushing forward instead of going tighter and making it more of a battle like we did in the second half. I felt we made more of a fist of it when it wasn't going our way. But yeah, I mean, they're a good team. They've been on a good run. Yeah. You can see the balls pushed. They had Sambor on the right, who was a handful as a forward. He's been playing up front this season, and then they had Jack Goodwin on the left, who's a winger. They played as wing backs and pushed right on him with bold, and sometimes they were playing 4 up front. So fair play to them for how they played, and attacking and being bold with it. But a few things we need to learn and understand, that when it's not going your way, you can't just try and be passing the ball in the wrong areas. We've just got to make sure that we ask questions. I felt when the subs came on, they give us a little bit more life in the final third in terms of making things happen. But like I say, we'll take a point.
Yeah, it was a bit, like I say, it was a bit bitty. A lot of referee blowing up for fouls and things like that. Was there a bit of a shout for a penalty near the end in the bar box? I
couldn't see. There was a lot in the way, but it did look like Troy had been bundled over. But he was letting a bit go in the first half, and then he sort of just niggly ones in the second half that he started giving. But listen, he wasn't the reason we didn't perform well. So, but like I say, fair play to them for coming at us, and as I say, they'll be more disappointed with the point than we are.